Hello friends, welcome to my channel CM's Biology. Now in this video tutorial, we will talk about the buccal cavity, and in buccal cavity we will discuss about the different glands present in our buccal cavity and what are their role. So in our buccal cavity there are 6 number of salivary glands that secretes salivary amylase. Clear? So 6 number of salivary glands. Okay, so these glands secretes what? Salivary amylase. Okay, which is also called as saliva. So 6 number of glands are there, but they are larger size. 6 number of larger size glands are there, but actually if we will see, there are, remember, around 800 to 1000 glands, small glands are present in the buccal cavity. It secretes mucus and saliva. Okay, so 6 number of salivary glands. If we will go in larger size, the larger size glands are 6 in number, and 3 types. These 6 glands are of 3 types, means these 3 types of glands are present in pairs. All are present in pair, so that it makes 6 number of glands. So what are the 3 types of glands present in the buccal cavity? Yes, 3 types of salivary glands present in our buccal cavity. You can see here in this figure, we have parotid gland, submandibular gland, parotid, submandibular and sublingual. There are 3 different types of glands. So first we will talk about the parotid gland. So let's see. First we will discuss about the largest salivary gland, that is parotid gland. So I have already told you this is the largest salivary gland. Okay, they are present in pairs, means 2 number or 1 pair of glands are there. Okay, they are present below each ear. Their location is they present below each ear, means on both the sides they are present below the ear, means they are not present outside, inside the buccal cavity. So they actually open to the buccal cavity with the help of a duct which is known as the duct of Stenson. Duct of Stenson. So it is also called Stenson's duct. So the duct of Stenson helps in carrying the secretion from the parotid gland to the buccal cavity. So it opens the secretion to the buccal cavity. It opens to the buccal cavity. Clear? With the duct of Stenson. In upper jaw, in front of the second molar, to the buccal cavity. In upper jaw, in the upper jaw, in front of second molar. Clear? So in front of second molar it opens with the help of the duct of Stenson. So second molar means just wisdom teeth is the third molar which appears late. It is also called late teeth. I have already told you while discussing about the different types of tooth, their function and the structure of teeth also. So it opens the secretion of the parotid gland, opens with the help of duct of Stenson to the buccal cavity in upper jaw in front of the second molar. Clear? So this is about the first gland or the largest salivary gland which are present below the ear. Okay. Next we will go for the second one. So now let's discuss about the submandibular gland. Okay, so the second gland is the submandibular gland. So now we will discuss the submandibular gland. These are also present in pair. Second one, submandibular. These are also two in number, means one pair of submandibular glands are present. Okay, so they are situated posterior part of the floor of buccal cavity. Posterior part of floor of the buccal cavity. Okay, so they are present in the posterior part of the floor of the buccal cavity, and here the duct responsible for taking the secretion is Wharton's duct. It is the duct is known as the Wharton's duct. Okay, so the second salivary gland, well known gland, submandibular, is also present in pair. Its presence is in the posterior part of the floor of buccal cavity. It is carried by, the secretion is carried by the Wharton's duct, and the secretion opens to the lower jaw near the incisor. It opens to lower jaw near incisors. So I have told you what is incisor, the chisel shaped tooth that are present on the front side of the set of teeth. So incisors are present at the front side. So opens to the lower jaw near the incisor. So these are known as the submandibular gland because they are present near the mandible. You can see here the submandibular gland are present near the mandible, at the mandible, so that it is called submandibular, and the duct responsible here is the Wharton's duct. Next we will discuss about the sublingual, or the last type of gland, sublingual gland, which is also the smallest salivary gland among these three. The third one is the sublingual gland. It is also present in pair, means two number, one pair. These are smallest salivary glands. Clear? They are present below the tongue. Present below tongue. You can see in the diagram they are present below the tongue and opens below the tongue to the buccal cavity with the help of the duct of Revenus. The duct responsible here is the duct of Revenus. So the duct of Revenus helps in taking the secretion of the sublingual gland to the buccal cavity, and it opens below the tongue. The gland is present below the tongue, and the secretion also opens below the tongue. Clear? So the secretions come to the buccal cavity below the tongue with the help of the duct of Revenus in this case. Okay, clear? So the salivary gland, remember this point, secretes 150 ml of saliva. All these three salivary glands secretes 1500 ml per day. So the total amount of saliva secreted by different salivary glands to the buccal cavity, to our buccal cavity, is 1500 ml per day. So more than 1 liter, 1.5 liter of saliva or the salivary amylase is secreted to the buccal cavity every day. So they have very important function in our buccal cavity. They play important function in the digestion of starch and many other functions are there. We will discuss them one by one. Before that, I will tell you about two important mucous glands. Two important mucous glands that are present in the buccal cavity. Number one is the Palatine gland. These are the mucous glands, remember. So palatine gland is present in the palate. So I have already discussed you the palate. What is palate? This is the roof of buccal cavity. Roof of buccal cavity. We have already discussed it while talking about the detail of the buccal cavity, the structure of buccal cavity. So palate is present at the roof or at the top. It makes the roof of buccal cavity, and it is divided into two different parts, the posterior subpalate and the anterior hard palate. So palatine gland is present in the palate, which secrete mucus, which lubricates our buccal cavity. Another important one is the Evenord's gland. I have already told you that Evenord's gland is present in our tongue. So it also plays important role in lubricating the buccal cavity. It also lubricates the food and helps in swallowing. So Evenord's gland and palatine gland are the important mucous glands present in our buccal cavity. So now we will discuss about the different functions of the salivary amylase, which is secreted in the buccal cavity with the help of various glands, and about 1500 ml per day salivary amylase is secreted. And what is its role, why it is secreted in such a huge amount, what is its importance in digesting the food and any other activities. So let's discuss about the functions of the salivary amylase. So what are the functions of the salivary amylase? Now let's discuss. So the salivary amylase is also called as Ptyalin. Okay. So now let's discuss the functions. Functions of salivary amylase. As I have told you, this salivary amylase has a very nickname, which is known as the Ptyalin. Its nickname is the Ptyalin, and it is slightly acidic, having a pH of 6.7. So the salivary amylase or Ptyalin is slightly acidic, having pH 6.7, and it contains water, salt and salivary amylase. So the salivary amylase has water content along with some amount of salt. Okay. So now this is the properties of the Ptyalin or salivary amylase. It is slightly acidic. It works in an acidic medium, that is having a pH just below 7, means 6.7 or slightly acidic, and it contains water and salt. So now we will discuss about the functions. What are the functions of the salivary amylase? Very important. Number one, the first function is it makes the mouth moist, helps in speaking. Makes mouth moist and helps in speaking. So as our mouth becomes moist, we can easily speak. The second point is swallowing. It helps in swallowing of food by lubricating the food. Helps in swallowing by lubricating food. Next point, the third function of salivary amylase, it digests starch. Starch means the foods or the carbohydrate containing foods. Okay. Next one, it helps in softening of food. It helps in softening of food. It softens the food. Clear? Next, number 5, it helps in dissolving food so that it can be tasted by the tongue. helps in dissolving food. Helps in dissolving the food so that it can be tasted. So can be tasted by tongue. Okay, so tongue can taste with the help of the taste buds. We have already discussed about the sweet, salt, sour and bitter taste buds present in our tongue, which helps in identifying different tastes. Without the help of the saliva, the food cannot dissolve in the buccal cavity and cannot be tasted by the tongue. So tongue is helpful in tasting the food only after it get dissolved into the saliva in the buccal cavity. Next, the sixth important point. What is the sixth function? It dilutes hot, cold and irritant food. Number 6. Dilutes hot, cold and irritant nature of food. So hot means very hot food. If you are eating, it dilute it to make a little bit cold, so it will not burn our tongue or the buccal cavity. Very cold food can also harm our body, so that it also dilute it, making a little bit hotter. And irritant food, some foods, by eating some foods, itching starts in our mouth, which is also reduced with the help of the saliva in the buccal cavity. Next, seventh point, it helps in cleaning, very important point. It is also the function of our tongue. It cleans the buccal cavity, but without the presence of saliva, it cannot work. So cleaning of buccal cavity is also done by the saliva. And the last point, 8th point, acts as antibiotic to kill bacteria. It has antibiotic property, which kills bacteria. So these are the very important points, very important functions of the buccal cavity, and these are the different works done by the salivary amylase in our body. So these important points should be remembered, and remember this point, antibiotic which kills bacteria. How the saliva helps in killing bacteria? You have seen people use their saliva on the pimples and the pimple will not grow. This will reduce the growth of pimples in our body. So it has certain property, antibacterial property, that helps in killing specific bacteria also. So it is also, it has also some medicinal value, so it is antibiotic in nature. Okay, so this is all about the different important salivary glands, the parotid gland, submandibular gland and sublingual gland. This is about the salivary glands, and I have also mentioned two important mucous glands, amylase gland and the palatine glands. The palatine gland is present in the palate and amylase gland is present in our tongue, which secretes mucus. Salivary glands also contains mucus and they have different functions like this. This is all about the functions of saliva or salivary amylase or the Ptyalin and different glands present in our buccal cavity. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please hit the like button. It will encourage me, and please subscribe to my channel CM's Biology. Thank you very much.